Hi friends! In this video today, we're going to be doing some addition, fact, fluency. So these are the math equations that we want to be able to do fast. And knowing how to do these math equations fast will really help us in first grade once you start working on adding even bigger numbers together. So today's focused on addition. Remind me, what does it mean when we say and? You're right, and means add some more. That's how we know we're going to be adding. So you'll see the and sign in each of these equations today. So these are going to be just math equations to 5. That's our goal for kindergarten. We've practiced these at school, but this video is just going to help you do a little bit more practicing at home. Let's get started. So we're going to start just by looking at some of the strategies we can use when we're trying to do math really quick. The first strategy is to look for the equations where you see 0. Because we know if there's a 0, well, we're just going to have what we started with. So 0 and 1 more, well, if we have 1 and we don't add any more, we just have 1. So if we're adding 0, we're always just going to have what we started with. I also want you to notice that these equations are flip-flopped. So over here, we have 0 and 1 more is the same as. It's flip-flopped over here. 1 and 0 more is the same as. They're the exact same equation. The numbers are just flip-flopped. So let's try these. 0 and 1 more is the same as. Good. 1. 1 and 0 more is the same as 1. You're right, because we're not adding anything. We're adding 0. Let's try this one. 0 and 2 more is the same as 2. 2 and 0 more is the same as, again, 2. The numbers were just flip-flopped. Let's try these. 0 and 3 more. You're right, that's the same as 3. 3 and 0 more is the same as 3. You're right again. When we're adding 0, we always just have the number we started with because 0 means we're not adding any more. 0 and 4 is the same as 4. 4 and 0 more is the same as, you're right again, 4. Notice that those numbers are just flip-flopped. You can have the 0 first or the 0 in the next spot. The 4 can be first or the 4 can be here, but they're still the same. And last, let's try these. 0 and 5 is the same as, you're right, 5. And last one, 5 and 0 more is the same as 5. The next strategy you can use when you're practicing your addition facts to 5 is to think about adding 1 more. So we know we can use what we know about counting to help us when we're adding. So we could think about if we have 4, well, what number comes after 4? You're right, 5. So 4 and 1 more, hop up 1, 4, 5. So the second strategy we're going to practice now is adding 1 more. So let's start up here at the top. 1 and 1 more. So think about it, try to do it quick in your brain. 1 and 1 more, 2. You'll notice again we have some numbers that are flip-flopped. They're the exact same math equation. The numbers are just flipped. But again, think about if you have 2 and you add 1 more. 2 and 1 more. Well, what number comes after 2? You're right, 3. So if we add 1 to 2, we get 3. Again, these equations are just flip-flopped. 3, 3, 1, 1. Again, the and sign or symbol means add some more. So start with 3 and 1 more. What would that be? You're right, 3 and 1 more, or 1 and 3 more, is the same as 4. So again, it doesn't matter where the 1 is. If you see you have a number and 1 more, remember this trick. Just think about if you were using a number line or you were counting, what would be 1 more than the number? So let's try it. 1 and 4 more is the same as 4 and 1 more is the same as, good, 5. The last math strategy that we can use when we're working on our fact fluency or adding numbers to 5 is to think again about how numbers can be flip-flopped and have the same answer. So notice here's a 2, 2, 3, 3. For this one, you can think about adding 2 more to 3 or going 2 hops up the number line. For me, I like to think about using my fingers. So if I have 3 and 2 more, it gets me 5. Or if I have 2 and 3 more, I still have 5. So 3 and 2 more is the same as 5. 2 and 3 more is the same as 5.